Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Laid Back Adventures. Today, we are going to be discussing my family's experience with using xylitol mints. Um, the type of mints that we use, this is, of course, non sponsored, we're not a big channel. The type of mints that we use is Weldental xylitol mints. My reason for making this video today is that xylitol has been around for decades and decades, but I had never heard of it until last month. And I stumbled upon the information about xylitol um, almost completely by accident. Dr. Ellie Phillips, DDS. I believe that she is originally from Australia, and she does have a YouTube channel with a wealth of knowledge and tons of videos, all focused on oral care and her specific total mouth care system. But full disclosure, I did not purchase the full mouth system, but also full disclosure, all of her products are available for purchase through Amazon. So there's no specialty thing. You don't have to order the Total Mouth System. She's very upfront with what the products are, and all of the products are purchasable through Amazon. There is only one product that is personally affiliated with her, and that is her brand of mints and gum, which are called Zellies. They had very good reviews, but for my family at this time in 2024, with the crazy inflation, I opted to go with something that was a bit more economical, and that's why I settled on the Weldental Mints. Now, Dr. Ellie does recommend that you get your xylitol through mints or chewing gum. She says that that's the best way to get your full dosage of xylitol. They do have xylitol toothpaste, they have xylitol mouthwash, but from all of the information I've seen Dr. Ellie share, she does not recommend those products as much as she recommends the gum and the mints. As far as my choice to do the mints, I do have TMJ that especially affects this side. So chewing gum regularly tends to upset that, and I tend to just have undue pain. So first, I am going to talk about what xylitol is. Xylitol is a sugar alcohol. The really standout thing about xylitol that makes it special amongst the sugar alcohols is that it is non-digestible by harmful oral bacteria, specifically Streptococcus mutans. So that is the harmful oral bacteria that is the number one causative factor for plaque formation. So what happens when strep mutants comes in contact with xylitol as well as other harmful oral bacteria is they consume the xylitol because it registers as sweet. It has a 1-to-1 ratio of sweetness with xylitol versus sugar. The strep mutants eats the xylitol and it cannot digest it. But the fun part doesn't stop there because it basically gums up the digestive system of this harmful bacteria. And therefore, not only can it not digest the xylitol, it can't take on any additional glucose sources. So essentially, it can't eat anymore and it dies. And over time, you will have, with the continued use of the xylitol, you will have an overall significant decrease in harmful oral bacteria, while at the same time, through multiple studies, maintaining stable levels of good oral bacteria. Just like any other area of our body, we do need good flora to function well. So, you've probably seen commercials that talk about how sugar breakdown causes acid release, and the acid release erode your enamel. So, basically, getting to that, an acidic environment is the perfect ground for harmful bacteria to grow and thrive. So, when you take the xylitol, it provides an alkalytic environment. It also stimulates saliva production. So you would also see xylitol in products for people who are battling dry mouth. So what happens is when you have this alkalytic environment and more saliva, both of these factors contribute to your body's ability to heal itself. They contribute to your body's ability to remineralize teeth. Dr. Ellie actually says that your own saliva is the most effective tool in tooth remineralization, and the more as she calls it, face time that your teeth can have with good alkalytic saliva, the better results that you're going to have taking the xylitol. So that's why one of the things that she does recommend is giving yourself time between eating and drinking. So, one thing that I was definitely guilty of is sipping my water all day long. And yes, hydration is great, especially in the summertime, but even just water washes away that saliva. And so, what I've had to start doing is she recommends at least an hour. So you take your xylitol and you don't eat or drink for an hour. And that's going to promote that tooth remineralization. I will be sharing our personal results through some still pictures. We did not, we meaning my husband and I, we did not intend to make a video out of this. This was just a part of our personal health journey. But our results were so good in just a little over a month that we ended up deciding to do this video. So we do have some comparison photos, but they're not as good as I would have liked them to have been if I was, if I had known ahead of time that we were going to be sharing this. So I just have some stills of my results. I'll put them here or here. One is from June 4th. The second is from about 2 weeks after that. And the third is at about the 5 week mark of using the xylitol. And you can see there's some significant difference, less staining, especially in the spaces between teeth, like where the teeth join, less staining and plaque buildup at the gum line. And I don't know that you can see it that well in the pictures, but extreme difference in the inflammation of the gums. For my husband, the picture I have, his before picture, was a picture, as I had mentioned, he had lost a filling, and it was us trying to capture that side of his mouth so we could get a picture of what was going on back there because he just felt a hole. But you can see, so we tried to take a picture that showcased that same area. You can see all along his gum line the yellow staining slash plaque that was there at the beginning. Just 4 or 5 weeks later is basically non-detectable. So great results with this. One more warning with xylitol as far as um, uh, who you want to avoid xylitol with is dogs. So xylitol is found to be toxic to dogs. And of course, they're attracted to it because it smells sweet. So if you do have dogs in the house, you want to make sure that you keep your mints or your gum um, lock, stored up in a cabinet where your friends can't get to it and cause unintentional harm to themselves. And finally, I did just want to talk about my own personal outcomes from using the xylitol and following some of Dr. Ellie's parameters for increasing and optimizing oral health. So basically, giving myself time between eating and drinking to give my teeth, as she calls it, face time with my own saliva. And basically, I have had marked decreased tooth sensitivity, decreased gum sensitivity, gum swelling. I wasn't having bleeding gums prior to using the system, but I was having puffy gums and some gum recession. I had one tooth here in the front that was pretty bad on the bottom, with pretty significant notable pocketing. In just the month of using the xylitol and adopting a couple of Dr. Ellie's oral health habits, I'm noticing that pocketing has all but disappeared, the severe pocketing, and it actually, my gum is coming upward and it seems to be attaching back to the tooth surface. Like there's not a gap there. So for me, that's pretty significant. And so with the closing of that gap, I'm also having less pain and sensitivity. And another thing that I have struggled with since my late teens, early 20s is um, erosion of my enamel on both my front teeth on the bottom and then my bottom front teeth on the top. And I've had in certain light, I could look at those teeth and see a degree of transparency, and that's eroded enamel. And again, this has only been a little over a month, and I'm already noticing an increased opacity of those teeth. So these are things that I was told, both the gum recession and the tooth translucency. I was told these are things that can never be changed, never be helped. I can only just prevent further damage. But I'm actually seeing um, that is not true, and that's what Dr. Ellie had said, that you can reverse tooth damage. You can improve your oral health. And again, these things that I'm doing, they haven't increased the time it takes me for my oral care, and they're easy things to stick to. Um, Even our son, he's 13 going on 14. He enjoys the mints. He remembers his mints. He likes them. He says that they make his mouth feel clean and healthy, and that's kind of been the sentiment that's echoed for me and my husband as well. Our mouths just feel healthier. Um, so we definitely are planning to continue with taking the xylitol. I would definitely recommend that you give it a try. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If you have experience with xylitol or if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say or what your experiences have been. And I hope you will come back to the channel and join us again. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do us a favor and give us a like or a comment or share. And we'd love to have you hit that subscribe button and join our family. Give us a chance. Check us out and just be part of our newly forming little low key adventures family. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.